American women are having so few babies that the U.S. fertility rate has fallen to its lowest number in 40 years. The replacement fertility rate of 2.1%, that's enough to renew the population, is typically viewed as an optimal level for stability. According to the National Center for Health Statistics, the total fertility rate for 2017 fell to 1.76 births per woman. Joining me now is Brad Wilcox, director of the National Marriage Project at the University of Virginia. Brad, welcome back to the program.
It's good to be here, Lauren.
Break down these statistics for us. We've seen fertility rates continue to drop since 2008. How does this consistent decline affect the country?
What this means is that there are going to be fewer kids growing up, fewer adults in the workforce, and this will pose longer-term challenges to programs like Social Security and Medicare that depend upon a large number of adults in the workforce to help pay for those older entitlement programs.
Is this a reflection of people waiting longer to get married or postponing family for career goals?
So yeah, this is a reflection of a lot of things that are happening, but one big story here is that young adults in America today are postponing marriage, and that means that they're going to have a lower odds of having one kid, two kids, and obviously more kids than that. It's also a reflection too of the fact that we're seeing among younger adults today fewer and fewer younger adults actually kind of dating, fewer young adults marrying, and fewer young adults actually having sex. And all those things have obvious implications for births in America.
What role does the economy play in all of this? Is it the unemployment rate or any other economic indicator? Are they factors in birth rates, fertility rates?
I think that, yeah, the surprising thing is that typically when the unemployment rate falls, the birth rate tends to increase. And that story has stopped being true since 2014. So we've seen employment going up, but births are continuing to fall. So something besides just the unemployment rate is driving this new pattern here in the United States.
Does this reflect a change in how society views marriage and its purpose?
Yeah, I definitely think that younger adults are more gun shy when it comes to getting married today, and that's certainly part of the story. I think also they're having more difficulty just kind of getting together. We're seeing also dating come down, kind of just socializing come down, and we think that part of the story here is that younger adults are spending more time on screens and less time socializing in person, which has obvious implications for their ability to sort of meet someone, marry someone, and then go ahead and have kids.
We see this all the time with teens who just are glued to the devices, even very young children, 3, 4, 5. What can we do to reverse this trend, if anything?
Well, some work done by Jean Twenge, a psychologist, suggests that, as with many things, it's about kind of moderation. And what her work suggests is that for teenagers and probably the rest of us, sort of spending about an hour with screens, whether it's, an iPod or your iPhone, is fine. But sort of spending a lot more time than that is related to less socializing, more depression, and other negative outcomes. So I think it's about trying to foster, an ethic of moderation when it comes to our use of these devices.
So funny, we have to wrap up, but it's so funny because we see this in depression. Suicide rates are at an all-time high. I'm wondering if in 15, 20 years we're going to look back and say, boy, the iPhone and all of that technology really contributed to the worsening conditions of society. Brad Wilcox, director of the National Marriage Project at the University of Virginia, thank you, as always, for your insights.
Thanks for having me on, Lauren.